Often, my students tell me that they have problems when they're having a conversation to keep the conversation going. So in today's lesson, we're going to focus on a little technique, a very simple technique that you can use to improve your conversation skills and to actually keep the conversation going. Let's get straight into it. Today we're going to focus on improving your conversation skills. If you enjoy the lesson, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of these same kind of videos, please don't forget to click the subscribe button for me. The reason I thought about doing this lesson really came about because I was speaking to a student, and the student I knew was an intermediate level student, but he sounded just very, very fluent, and we had this very interesting conversation. And after the conversation finished, I thought to myself, what was so good about that conversation? Why did we have this very sort of fluent conversation? And one of the things that I thought back to was the fact that very often when I was speaking, he was repeating some of the things I said. So at one point we were talking about going to college, and I said, you know, you really should think about going to college. And the student said, going to college. And so obviously from my perspective, I thought, oh, he wants me to talk more about going to college. And so I said, well, you know, in the United States, you could go to a college and you could take more advanced English composition lessons or English composition courses. And he said, oh, composition courses. And so I said, yeah, composition courses. And I began talking about composition courses. Now, I guess what I'm trying to say is that this student had mastered a conversation skill that's really useful in English. That conversation skill is repeating parts of the conversation. This has a really strong effect on the conversation because it shows you that the person you're speaking with, the other person, is interested in what you're saying. And so, of course, when somebody seems interested in your conversation, what do? You speak more, you ask questions, you get more involved with the conversation. So in today's lesson, we're going to focus in, and I'm going to show you some of these really useful techniques of repeating people. It's called echoing. In English, so the grammar term, if you like, is echoing. And it's a really important skill that you can learn very easily. Echoing or repeating can help your conversation in a few different ways. Firstly, by repeating or echoing a few of the words, a few of the important words in the conversation that the other person says to you, you can show, firstly, that you're interested in what they're saying, and also, secondly, that you understand what they're saying as well. Here's an example. Okay, let's have a conversation with this guy. He seems nice. Hey, how you doing? Pretty good, thanks. Yeah. Just got back from a conference, actually. A conference? Yeah, I mean, it was pretty good. Yeah, it was in New York, so it was kind of cold. But it was nice to... Secondly, you can use this skill of just repeating a few of the important words to show that you're excited about what the person's saying. Here's an example. Hi, how you doing? Yeah, really good, actually, really good. I just finished my last exam, so I'm very excited. Your last exam? Wow. Yeah, no, seriously, it was like so much work to get that last. Also, you can use this skill to show that either you disagree with what the person is saying or that you don't believe what the other person is saying. Here's an example. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, pretty good actually. Yeah, not bad. Yeah. So, get this, right? I got a brand new Samsung cell phone for just $60. $60? Uh-huh. Well, I mean, yeah, $60, right? I mean, $60. $60 was like, you know, how much the first payment. Listen to these sentences and think to yourself, which word would you echo or which word would you repeat?
I lived in India for a while.
India.
My sister works for Microsoft.
Microsoft.
He was in the hospital for 2 weeks.
Two weeks. Another way that you can use this skill is to create what we call an echo question. And so this is a little different from what we were doing before, because in this case, when the person says something, you create a short question in response. Here's an example.
I live in Florida.
Do you?
The exam is difficult.
Is it?
The Bucks won the Super Bowl.
Did they? Using echo questions is quite a difficult thing to do because we have to match our echo question with the tense of the thing the person said. So for example, if the person is speaking in future tense, our echo question needs to be in future tense as well. If they're using past tense, our echo question needs to be in past tense as well. If they're using the verb to be, then our echo question needs to use the verb to be. So this is quite an advanced skill to master. Okay, so that's the end of today's lesson. Thanks for joining me. Go out, you know, when you're speaking English, go out and try this new technique. I promise you it will increase and improve your conversation skills. If you enjoyed the lesson, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of these type of lessons that can help you to improve your conversation skills, please don't forget to subscribe.